It's tropical. There's
Mm-hmm.
palm trees, a pathway, little shrubs on the side.
Wonderful. So I'd like for you to look down at your feet and tell me what your feet look like here.
Hmm.
What do you notice?
Much bigger,
Mm-hmm. These,
wide.
mm-hmm. What color are these feet?
They're white,
Mm-hmm. Are they male or female feet?
male feet.
Male feet. Very good. What do you notice from these feet? Are they bare or do they have something on them?
They're bare.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Keep making your way up the body and tell me what you look like as you observe your legs and the rest of it.
Hmm. I have beige, some kind of beige shorts on.
Mm-hmm. What else do you
No
notice?
shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I have long brown hair, kind of like Tarzan.
Mm-hmm. Long dark hair. What else do you notice?
Hmm. I'm old.
All right, so I want you to know in your mind, see the number out in your mind, and what is your age?
35.
Very good. Notice your face. What does your face look like?
Hmm. Strong jawline.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Beard.
Mm-hmm.
I have light blue eyes.
Wonderful. Look at your arms and your hands. Turn your hands around and notice what your hands look like. Are these strong hands?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you have any jewelry on, any adornments on your body.
Mm-mm.
No, very good. All right. So I want you now, as you are in this place, focus around you and notice where you are. What is this place?
Some kind of tropical jungle.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's see what it is that you do in this jungle. I'd like for you to go ahead and begin to make your way through. Why are you here today?
Mm. I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's find out a little bit about your life then. Let's close this scene and we're going to go to the place in which you call home. In this place, as I count from 3 to 1, when I get to number 1, I want you to be in front of the place which you call home. Begin now with that big deep breath in. 3, drifting through time and space to find your home. 2 and 1. Be there now and tell me where you are.
Mm. It's a small teepee.
Mm-hmm. What's it made out of?
Mm. Some kind of bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of cloth wrapped around it.
Mm-hmm. How do you get inside?
Mm. It just has a little opening, a little
Mm-hmm.
cloth covering.
Mm-hmm. And this teepee, is it in the jungle or is it out in a clearing?
Yeah, it's in the middle of a jungle.
Good. Let's go inside and see what you have inside.
Mm. Just seems like a straw bed.
Mm-hmm. Anything else there?
That's about it.
Very good. Very good. Do you feel that you live by yourself in this teepee?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right. So let's find out a little bit more about yourself and what it is that you do. I'm going to have you close this scene now and go to a time in which you are doing what you mostly do in that lifetime. Begin now with the breath, taking a deep breath in. 3, traveling through time and space, seeing yourself doing what it is that you mostly do. 2, and 1. You're there now. What is it that you
Mm-hmm.
do?
Hunting and gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Really just trying to survive.
Yes. What do you hunt with?
Bamboo spear.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What else do you notice?
Hunting boar.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a lonely life.
Mm-hmm. What's happened to your family?
I'm not sure if I had one.
All right. Let's go back and
Seems
see. Let's go back and see what it is that you remember having your family around you. Let's begin to travel back in time, getting younger and younger. 3, getting younger now. 2, to when you did have a family. And 1, be there now. How old are you there?
20.
Mm-hmm. What's happening there?
There's a woman around me.
Mm-hmm. Who is this woman?
My wife.
Mm-hmm. Look into her eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize those eyes in the lifetime of Dominic?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yes, very good. So feel the connection that you have with your wife. And notice if there's anybody else in your life at this time, at the age of 20.
I see 2 other male figures
Mm-hmm.
helping build the teepees.
Mm-hmm. Look into their eyes. Do you recognize them?
Mm.
Do they seem familiar?
Slightly.
Mm-hmm. If you don't see their eyes, just feel their souls and understand where you have known them from before.
Mm.
What do you notice?
From the Pleiades.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. So now let's move in time and see what happens to your wife and your friends. I want you now to go to that moment in time when things change, when you become alone. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. What's happening?
Mm. My wife fell off a cliff.
Mm-hmm. What are you feeling and thinking to yourself?
Extreme loneliness, grief.
Notice where you're feeling that.
Right in the pit of my stomach.
What are you saying to yourself at this time?
How can I keep going?
Connect with these emotions and see how they're affecting you. What decisions do you make from this?
That I have to rely on myself now for my own survival and well-being, my
Good.
own self-worth.
Very good. Anything else from this that's important? All right.
It taught me a lot of strength and independence, courage.
Very good. So let's close that scene now. And I'd like for you now to travel to another important day in that lifetime, something that impacted you. Taking that deep breath in and riding it. 3, 2, and 1. Another important day. What's happening there?
It's a volcano erupting. I can see the lava melting through trees, burning everything in its path.
How are you feeling at this time? Connect with your emotions.
Sad for nature. I don't feel much myself.
Okay. Do you survive this eruption?
I
So I'd like
died to the fires.
All right. So I want you to go to that moment in time when you are at the last moment of your life and tell me what's happening.
My body is on fire.
Hmm.
I'm alone.
What are you telling yourself?
That it's all over. That the emotional pain is gone.
Okay, very good. So I'd like for you to slip right out of that body, like you're slipping out of an old pair of shoes. And I want you to see that lifetime as a soul, as spirit, and you can understand that entire lifetime now. The purpose of it and the lessons that you learned. What was the purpose of living that life?
Learning strength, will, self-power, and getting in tune with myself as there wasn't many others around. Being connected to spirit instead of distracted by others.
Very good. So let's see what happens to your soul as you leave that body. Where do you go now? Is there anyone to meet you?
was my grandfather.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
Mm.
What does he say?
Says he's proud of me for enduring such a lonely life.
Mm-hmm.
And that I learned all the lessons that I was supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Is your grandfather a guide to you?
In this life he was.
Mm-hmm. What about in that lifetime?
Mm. He was alive in that life.
Very good. Very good. So how is that lifetime affecting the lifetime of Dominic now?
Mm. Fear of being alone
Mm-hmm.
still affecting me in this life.
Mm-hmm.
Fear
Now,
that I won't be able to survive without the help of others.
mm-hmm. So I want you to look at that lifetime in which the purpose was to learn strength and will and self-power and connecting with spirit. Why would Dominic choose a lifetime now to have to learn the same thing? Is there any reason to fear?
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're never alone.
Never alone.
You're always guided and protected.
Good. So I want you to see how that lifetime is connected to Dominic. See if there's a cord attached where he rides back and forth. That cord of fear, of insecurity, of loneliness. Are we ready now to cut that cord?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So go ahead and see yourself cutting that cord. Almost as if it was a rope of a boat tied to a pier. And I want you to go ahead and honor that lifetime for what it taught you. But now understanding that you don't need those fears any longer. And just breathe it away. Feel that breath pushing it away. How does that fear feel now?
It's gone.
Very good. Very good. So now that we understand that lifetime, let's find another lifetime that is affecting the lifetime of Dominic. Something that keeps bringing that fear of judgment into his life now. I'm going to go ahead and count from 5 to 1. With each number, I want you to ride the vibration with your breath into that lifetime. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that other life. Begin now on 5, taking that breath in and beginning to move through time and space to that lifetime of judgment. 4, going deeper now, deeper, 3 times deeper. 3, down. 2, and 1. You're there now. Trust your first impression. Where are you? Are you indoors or outdoors?
I'm outdoors
Mm-hmm.
next to some sort of stone structure, almost in the shape of a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
The small pyramid. There's
Uh-huh.
a circular structure around it. It's some sort of monument.
Mm-hmm. I want you to see the globe and tell me where you are. Are you on Earth, on a different planet? Where are you?
I'm in Rome.
In Rome. Very good. What year is this? See the number in your mind now.
1820.
Good. Look at your body, beginning with the feet. What do you see?
Cheap leather shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of shiny, nicely polished.
Are these male or female feet?
These are female.
Mm-hmm. How are you dressed?
Wearing a long white dress with little flowers on it.
Take a look at your face.
Tan.
Tan. Mm-hmm.
Very tan.
How old are you? See the number now.
33.
Mm-hmm. What do you look like?
I have long black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of curly.
Look at your hands, your arms. Are these hands of a laborer or are these soft hands? Look at the hands.
Very soft hands.
Soft hands. Very good. What else do you notice about yourself? Do you have any ornaments on?
Kind of like a gold necklace with opal.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So now that you know what you look like, what is this place? This structure? Why are you here?
It's a remembrance. It holds special energy.
Mm-hmm. What do you get from this place?
Get a lot of comfort
Mm-hmm.
and serenity, almost as if it reminds me of my higher nature.
Mm-hmm. Are you alone or are there others with you?
I'm by myself, but there's other people around just going about their business.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What do they call you in that life? What's your name? You can spell it out.
It's Tanya.
Tanya. Very good. So when I say the word Tanya, does that resonate with you?
Tiny bit.
Mm-hmm. What sounds better? Listen for your name.
I'm not sure I can hear it.
Okay, very good. So let's continue. Let's go to the place in which you live. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and I want you to be at that place. 3. Going deeper now with every breath. 2. To understand your life. And 1. Be there now. And tell me where you live.
Live in a little cottage
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the city. It's got red brick, and the inside is small, cozy.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Me
live?
and another friend live there,
All right.
another female.
Okay, very good. So feel the connection with this female. Who is she in that lifetime? Is she a friend or relative?
She's my sister,
She's your
younger
sister.
sister.
Very good. Very good. So let's see a little bit about your life and what it is that you do most of the time. I'd like for you to go ahead and tell me about your days. What do you do there?
Go to church a lot. It's a very religious lifestyle.
So in this church, who do you pray to?
To Jesus.
Tell me more.
Seems I try to go to church to remember my higher nature. But I know that there's more.
Very good. So let's close that scene and let's continue in this lifetime. Let's find another event in that lifetime that brings you more insight. As I count, I'd like for you to go to that moment in time. 3. Getting more insight about this life. 2. The importance of it. And 1. You're there now. Where are you?
Kind of in a marketplace.
Tell me more about this. What's happening?
I'm about to be hung.
What's happened?
I was speaking out against the church for what I knew to be true.
What is your truth?
That we are all connected to source. It's not something externally. It's not something we have to access in a church.
So what are they saying to you?
Shame on you. Throwing rocks.
How old are you there?
38.
Are you alone in this place, or is somebody being hanged with you?
There is someone next to me.
What relationship is she to you?
My girlfriend. That's also part of the reason we were rejected.
What are they saying to you?
Disgusting. That we are the work of the devil, even though we just have a deeper understanding. People weren't ready to hear what we understood.
So I want you to get to the moment before the last breath and tell me what you're thinking, what you're feeling.
Lots of fear about expressing my truth and what I understand. I knew that I would experience shame and fear and pain if I shared my truth. And yet, I did it anyways.
So I want you to notice If your soul is still in that body, or is it outside of that body as you're being hanged?
It's outside watching
Mm-hmm.
above.
Mm-hmm. What are you feeling as you're watching this?
Understanding and
Mm-hmm.
peace, understanding why people rejected us
Mm-hmm.
and stoned us.
Notice if your soul, a part of it, is still in that body or has split away in fear.
Yeah, I can still feel a lot of sadness.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to say to that piece of your soul that's feeling so much sadness and fear?
That it's completely okay now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's the time now where people will understand what we have to share.
Mm-hmm.
Don't I don't feel as afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Feel empowered.
Very good. So
I
now, as you
feel
look at that, as you feel that empowerment, look at that lifetime, all of the things that you experienced. What was the purpose of going against the society in different ways?
I was there to learn to speak my truth and stand out against society and standing up for what's right. Even though people won't understand, it's important that you spark their own awakening, even if they don't understand it in the moment. As we helped their evolution, the ones who didn't understand in that lifetime, to also become more complete.
Mm-hmm. So now, looking at that lifetime, can you forgive yourself for having held on so long to this pain of judgment?
Of course,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and release that now, almost as if it was something, a wisp coming out of you, releasing that. And as you look now at the life of Dominic, how is it that that lifetime has been affecting him in this life?
I've been afraid to express what I understand because of that lifetime. Because I experienced the despair and rejection and the pain. And I didn't want to re experience the rejection or the loneliness.
So, what advice do you have to give to Dominic now about judgment?
There's nothing to fear.
Mm-hmm.
That my connection with Source and like minded people is all that I need.
Mm-hmm.
That other people's judgments don't reflect anything about myself. It's it's reflecting their own hurts and pain.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And
So, I want you to
that
go. Yes?
I'm willing to stand in my power despite other people not understanding or judging.
Very good. I want you to feel what that power feels like, standing in your own power, connecting with that energy, with that divine source, that heavenly source within Dominic. Feel what that feels like to have that connection now. And if you can see it as a color, what would that connection color be like?
It's like a brilliant golden light.
Beautiful. Perfect. So I want you to go ahead and begin to fill the entire body, the etheric body, the astral body. Feel all of those layers being filled with this golden light. And I want you to go ahead and amplify this light as if it was tuning up a radio. I want you to amplify it even more and feel that golden light now. And let's anchor that light down into the center of Gaia and feel the intensity as you connect. And tell me what that feels like to you.
It's beautiful. I felt something shift in my stomach. And it's
Very
like
good.
pure, unconditional love.
Beautiful. And with that pure, unconditional love, I'd like for you to go ahead and continue to tap in to Gaia with this golden light. And I want you to extend this light almost as if it was roots on a tree. And let's follow those roots back to that lifetime in Lemuria. Finding the connection as you follow that golden light now. As I count from 5 to 1, feel yourself flowing through time and space in this golden light. 5, traveling deeper and deeper into time. 4, the connection of Lemuria. 3, allow the images to come now. 2, and 1. You're there now. Tell me what's happening.
I'm on some tropical island near the Maldives.
Tell me more.
There's lots of palm trees and pyramids. It's actually a golden pyramid.
Where is this pyramid? Is it on land? What's around it?
It's hard to tell.
So I want you to focus on the observer who is seeing this. What do you look like there?
I don't feel like I'm deep enough in trance to get the image.
All right. So if you were deep enough in trance and could see through the eyes of the observer of this place, what would you sense your body to be like? Would you have a body here?
It's a light body.
The light body, very good. So if you have a light body, we could move that light body very easily. So let's see yourself moving in this place and begin to observe it. What's the importance of this pyramid and this place?
Actually, seems like a pyramid that's being used for darker control. Even though that wasn't its intention.
So I want you to go deeper into this and see who is using it for this dark control.
draconian beings.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about them.
They're trying to harness the pyramid. They are harnessing the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of enslave other races
Mm-hmm. For
that are
what
on the
purpose?
planet.
Mm-hmm. What is the purpose of enslaving other races?
To feel power and control
Mm-hmm.
because they're missing that connection from source.
Huh?
They
Very.
tried to find it externally.
Mm-hmm. And as you're observing this, what role do you play?
I am a protector
Mm-hmm.
and guide for other Lemurian beings.
Mm-hmm. What do these Lemurian beings look like? Do they have a
They,
physical body?
but they can take any sort of form or shape that they wish,
Very
however
good.
they wish to be portrayed.
Mm-hmm. So if these Lemurians are able to shift, it seems that they're very powerful, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So what are these Draconians getting from these very powerful beings?
Trying to steal their energy, their
Mm-hmm.
connection from source, and use it to develop technological power,
Mm-hmm.
to continue to steal and instill fear,
Very good.
and
All
use it
right.
not just to rule this planet, but as many planets as they can.
Very good. And do these Draconians live on this planet?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. What form do they take?
They're much more physical, like almost like dinosaur-looking creatures,
Mm-hmm.
standing up on 2 feet, like 8 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
They have some sort of red cloth that they wear, some kind of some kind of sorcerer tool that they use.
Mm-hmm. What does it look like?
It's golden with a it's long about 5 feet. It
Mm-hmm.
touches the ground. It has a red woven netting and some kind of material and an orb at the top of it.
Mm-hmm. What does this orb do?
It's being used to to harness fear and capture the fear,
Mm-hmm.
like some sort of crystal that they've developed.
Very good. So let's continue on this and let's see how it is that they harness this fear. Let's go deeper into this, and I'd like for you to see what it is that they do to harness the power of this fear. Go deeper now. 3, 2, and 1. See what's happening now.
Mm. Taking the humans that were created on the
Mm-hmm.
planet as an experiment, and they went behind the Council of Light's back under the radar to manipulate humans for their own will, fear.
Mm-hmm. Did they do anything to change these humans?
they manipulated the DNA
Mm-hmm.
so that they couldn't access their higher spiritual nature. It was just supposed to be used as slaves, as workers.
Mm-hmm. So, as the role of overseer of this, what do you do?
I am there to protect them and guide them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's difficult through the draconian reptilian beings.
Mm-hmm.
We want to help teach and share our knowledge so that they can become like us, like the light beings.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of fear has already taken them over.
Mm-hmm. How is that making you feel?
Upset, lots of sadness for them.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I think we can see that into the future what's going to play out.
Where is it that you are from? Are you from?
Serious.
Serious. Mm-hmm. And are there others like you that are working in Lemuria?
Yes. A lot of them are from Sirius, Andromeda, Pleiades, lots of family members.
Mm-hmm. What is the purpose of having you all there at this time?
We were just there to enjoy another planet and help build and create and expand. It was extremely peaceful.
So, were you responsible for some of the life on Earth?
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
we all took responsibility.
Very good.
We never wanted humans to be enslaved.
So, let's move forward now and see what happens. What happens next? I'd like for you to move forward in time. What happens there that affects you?
As more fear started to spread through the Lemurians, we we started to lose our light bodies, have to shift to a more physical form. We didn't have a choice, but we knew it would only be temporary.
Mm-hmm. So, what type of body did you take on?
Looks very similar to who I am now,
Mm-hmm.
almost exact.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to see that lifetime. What happened in that lifetime to affect you?
We had to find new ways of living as we couldn't create as much physically
Mm-hmm.
or spiritually. It had to be done physically.
Mm-hmm.
It was tough because lots of us haven't lived a life like that in many, many, many years.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to move through that lifetime now and see if you were also enslaved by the draconians in that fear.
We were not enslaved, but
What happened next?
they took a lot of our frequency
Mm-hmm.
and became more of a battle for survival than being able to live in peace and harmony.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to teach the Draconians, but they were not interested.
All right. So let's move forward to the last day of your life in that lifetime. What happens?
Mm. Seems like I chose to ascend as the capability opened up, to ascend back into the light body.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it was a very, very long physical lifetime.
Mm-hmm. How old was that body before you ascended? See the number in your mind.
About 500.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I'd like for you to leave that lifetime now and see where it is that your spirit goes after you leave. Where do you?
Goes back to the Pleiades,
Mm-hmm.
kind of some sort of silver fleet spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to go back here as a sort of re-strategizing how to help heal the humans. We were in charge of protecting them. And so we needed to strategize and organize how, over time, we could help teach them unconditional love and to release all the fears that were unnatural to them, that were forced upon them.
So, in that lifetime that you lived, do you feel that it was a successful lifetime? Did you accomplish what you went there to do?
Mm-hmm.
What?
We did the best we could with the cards we were dealt. And there always is a higher purpose to what we experienced.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it seemed dark, it's a part of the necessary experience for humans.
Mm-hmm. Why is it that
And
the humans need to experience that darkness?
so that they can learn what true love feels like and
Mm.
connection to source. As you separate from it, you gain a greater appreciation and understanding of community and passion and connection to source.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, if you had to give advice to the one that is in the lifetime of Dominic now, what advice would you like to give him?
That he needs to see his fears for what they are and where they have stemmed from. That they don't have any control unless I give it control. That it's time for me to remember my multidimensional nature
Mm-hmm.
and to embody that as often as I can.
Wonderful.
Because just as I was in Lemuria to protect the humans and teach, I'm doing the same in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What is Dominic to expect about this purpose that he came here to do, to help others?
I chose to re-experience human fears. I chose to physically incarnate many lifetimes ago and willingly chose to separate and temporarily lose connection with Source, knowing that I would reclaim it, but to make me more personable and human-like, so I could connect with other humans, as well as embody my higher, more ancient nature.
Very good. So talking about the separation from Source and choosing human fears, I'd like for you to go ahead and begin to travel through time and space to that lifetime in Egypt. Perhaps that lifetime with Jesus. So as I count from 5 to 1, I want you to begin to feel that environment. 5, feeling the heat. Dry. 4, beginning to feel that body. 3, connecting with the emotions now. 2, slipping in to that lifetime. And 1, be there now. As you breathe deeply, begin to see through the eyes of that body now. Noticing what you look like and where you are.
I'm wearing a long white, like a white beige robe. I have some kind of wooden staff, sandals. It's deserty area. It's vast.
Are you male or female?
I'm a male.
How old are you there? See the number in your mind flash now.
42.
What do they call you?
Peter.
Peter, are you alone in this vast
Mm-mm.
place, or are there others with you?
Seems Jesus is in front of us, guiding us through the desert, but we sense him spiritually. He's not there physically. There's a tribe of people.
Tell me about this tribe of people that you're with.
It's family, brothers and sisters from Pallades and Sirius.
Tell me more. Where are you going?
We're walking through the desert on some sort of spirit quest. Just hope to find new lands where we could spread the truth of Jesus. So we know we couldn't stay. We
Now
had
you
to.
said, what happened that you had to leave the place that was your home?
We were threatened being murdered unless we renounced the name of Jesus. and all beliefs in him.
What was your association with Jesus?
He was my best friend. He saw my soul in our lifetimes before and saw through the fear, which is why I was recruited to him.
Mm-hmm.
He remembered the mission that I came there for and was there to help me remember it.
Mm-hmm. What was your mission?
To teach people unconditional love, to transcend all fears, to remind them of the magic of life rather than focusing on the hardships, because what we focus on attracts itself to us and we have to repeat it. We have to focus on bringing more of the divine into this physical reality
Mm-hmm.
instead of all the negative experiences. It's good to be aware of them, but we have to transcend. And the only way to transcend is to know and feel your connection to the higher power.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Jesus taught me in that lifetime, as he taught many others. He was magical. It was undeniable.
Tell me more about your relations with this best friend of yours. What else did you learn or remember?
I remember having a lot of doubts, and it was my ego doubting that it could be real. I remember I think I knew the pain that would be caused if I were to fully believe and understand in his truth. And sharing that with others would be terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now let's go back to the moment in which you were going through that desert with your family. And let's see what happens next. I'd like for you to see what happens in your life.
Mm. We formed a group called the Essenes.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly women, as women were better anchors for the divine in that lifetime. As it's the masculine energy that can be disruptive and overpowering, but it was the feminine energy that was compassionate. And so we chose, Mother Mary chose to teach all these women about their deeper connection and secrets of the universe, and to spread out across the world and communities in order to spread the information where it was needed and
Mm-hmm.
also wanted.
Very good. So I want you now to just take a deep breath in and connect now with Jesus. And feel him at your side. What advice does he give you today?
To stay pure in my heart
Mm-hmm.
and remember the lifetime I had with him and my purpose.
Is there a mission from Dominic in this lifetime?
To awaken the souls of humanity to
Mm-hmm.
the universal life force and higher power that's within everybody.
Very good. In other lifetimes, he has been hanged, judged, and in this lifetime, he's taken on a strong mission again. What advice do you give Dominic in order for him to fulfill this mission this time? To open up the souls, to connect them?
There's nothing to worry about. That it's all already within me.
Mm-hmm.
And that there is no more fear to be experienced in this lifetime. And as Dominic doesn't experience fear, he is able to more clearly teach others love, which is his mission.
Very good. Very good. So as he moves on his journey, what is the message that he needs to bring to this world at this time? What is his mission? I want you to dive deeper into it.
Helping people envision their highest possible reality to help them manifest and attract what they already know is possible. They can envision themselves filled with love, free of fear, living in harmony. It's a snowball effect. And
Is
it's
he
going to
doing?
spread like wildfire.
Yes. Is he doing that now already?
In ways
Mm-hmm.
with the close connections he has.
Good.
But it is time for him to start spreading that, teaching people about their power on a bigger scale.
Very good. Now, in order for him to do that, he needs to have a strong connection to his source, to that heavenly, divine wisdom. I want you to go ahead and focus on this body and see if there's any blockages there, any areas that are not connected. I want you to begin with the crown chakra and start working your way down, spreading out, envisioning the non-physical body and see if there's anything there that seems a little out of place.
In my heart.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I want you to focus on that heart now. And notice what it is that you're feeling there.
It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
definitely got like a darker cloud energy in the center, not in the center. I can still see the green glowing chakra in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a tiny blockage.
All right, so dive deeper into that blockage. Dive deeper in there and see if you can describe what that darkness is like. Does it have a texture?
It's kind of like a black smoke.
Black smoke, very good. I want you to dive even deeper into that black smoke. And as you dive deeper, I want you to remember what that black smoke reminds you of. Go deeper now. Amplify it. What is this black smoke? Is it coming from this lifetime or a different lifetime? Keep following it. Follow the smoke.
It is from this lifetime.
All right. So I want you to go ahead and begin to get younger as you follow the smoke, finding the origin of when this was created.
7.
7. Where are you?
At school.
What's happening at school?
Hmm.
Who are you with?
I'm with some of my friends.
What's happening?
Because lots of kids were aggressive physically with me, and I was extremely gentle, and it just made me really sad.
And as you do now, allow him to be that fun loving little boy that makes friends easily with his light. And now you are able to go out there and have that fun and still protect him, knowing that this little boy is safe. His heart is shining like a lighthouse, beaming, and like a tractor beam, bringing to you all of those that see your light. Connecting.
I see you.
Tell me more.
As I open my heart, I see myself working under your guidance. I can feel that it's true.
Beautiful. So as you
It wasn't supposed to happen until I opened my heart.
Wonderful. So now scan this body once again and feel every bit of it and see how it's shining now.
Just vibrating.
Very good. I'd like for you to go ahead and expand yourself out even more. And I want you to see in your mind's eye the actual soul, the size of it, the brilliance of it. And in that true form, you could see the others that work with you. And you can see the connections. Notice the others that are with you. Recognize their souls.
I see Jill.
Mm-hmm.
And she's so happy for me to be reconnected. See, like, I'm not sure how many other figures, 7, 8, and I'm not sure who they are yet.
Mm-hmm. So I just want you to feel the connection. Feel the connection. What is the mission of these souls in this group?
The same as my mission.
Mm-hmm.
To help build the new earth, which each of our skill sets and experiences, what we understand, as well as our passions, age difference. We've all practiced many lifetimes for this lifetime, and now is the time for us to focus and strategize of how to make the biggest impact on the world.
Wonderful.
To help heal the hearts of humanity.
Wonderful. Is there anything else that Dominic needs to know today from the soul's perspective?
His connection to Egypt will come at a different time.
Wonderful. Anything else?
I feel complete.
Wonderful. Eyes 5 wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Wow.
Wow.
That
What a
was
trip.
Intense. That was very intense. Well, it's going to take a while to process.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How long do you think this journey was? Was it fast for you or long? What do you think?
Felt like 45 minutes, an hour. Wow.
Like an hour and 30 minutes when it came out. Yeah. Amazing, huh?
Yeah, that was wild. I kept having like body jerks and like shooting electricity, and my foot would start shaking, and it was when I would feel, because my logical mind was like, it would get a glimpse in it, and then I'd get a body reaction that would prove that I was tuning into that, because I could feel like what it actually felt like to be in those lifetimes.
Yes. Does it make sense?
A lot of sense. I feel like every life tied together perfectly.
Yeah. And as you continue to explore, different sessions that you'll have, it's going to be interesting. But I think it pretty much summarized everything.
It did. It was so clear.
Were
it
you
was just
seeing
exactly what I needed to hear.
Were you seeing more than you were saying?
Yeah, I was a little afraid to almost give too much description.
So, what are the things that you edited out that that you feel could help you understand more? Which lifetime? Was it Lemuria or Jesus? Which one?
It's a lot of Lemuria.
Lemuria.
It
Yeah.
was kind of hard to describe the futuristic society.
Mm.
And um, I was on the coastline, um, kind of apart from the society.
Mm.
Um, I think I felt like I spent a lot of time towards the Black Pyramid. That's what it felt
Wow.
like, that there was a very strong connection there. And
Wow.
that it used to be, it was like black and gold, and it, I don't know. Oh, so there's just more questions now,
That's
more
amazing.
mysteries.
More
Yeah,
mysteries. So it's going to be good. So, what do you think about this? Do you want to share this or you want to keep it private?
I think I want to share this.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it can help people.
Good. Good.
Hmm.
So, what lifetime do you think was most important in this one? Was it Lemuria? Was it Peter? What was it?
It was definitely St. Peter,
Yeah.
because it was like I was lost and
Mm.
decided to repress my soul. And it seems like that's the theme through each of those lifetimes. And
How about
it
now? Yeah.
was,
Same thing, right?
even this lifetime. And in that lifetime, it was like the most pure, unconditional love through the
Mm.
connection all of us had. And it just completely erased any fear. And to be able to
Wow.
spread the message of love because of how powerful that experience is.
Wonderful. So, how does your heart feel now?
Light. Hmm.
That's
Very light.
wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So you could see that this was pretty powerful for your first one, huh?
Very. Yeah. Oh, I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a lot more.
Yeah, well, you've got you've got a partner there that's gonna be able to assist you for sure. A lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
and
think
as you
I'm
yeah,
I think I'm fascinated in hypnosis too.
yeah,
I've been getting a lot of signs pointing to it. So,
yeah. Terrific.
mhm.
So Dominic, thank you very much for this. And I want to tell everybody that if they want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com, just like Dominic did, and sign up for my newsletter. I'm doing all my sessions online right now because we're not traveling at this time. And I hope I get to meet you. And I hope you enjoyed this session. Until the next time, I want to say bye bye.
Bye. Thanks, Alba.
Thank you.